Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm a Cat.
This is our review of the Patriot Studio B.O.W. Evolver action figure. So really what this is the liquor creature from the Resident Evil series. First appeared in Resident Evil 2. There's a lot of stuff in this box. It's unofficial, so they don't call it liquor. But it says THR Evolutionary History of B.O.W. Biochemical Universe Series. 12 scale real masterpiece. See, the box kind of got smashed up. This Patriot Studio sent me this, so thanks to them for sending it. I'll put a link in the description of this video for the eBay store where you can buy this figure. It's $75. Yeah, just click on that link and it'll take you right to the liquor figure. Well, there's a picture of it on top there. Yeah, there's a nice picture of it on the back. And then it opens up. And there's a nice picture of it there. Big long tongue. And there it is in the package. Well, let's get it out. So there he is opened up. Not in the package. And he comes with 4 accessories. Comes with alternate hands, look more like clawing hands. Claw your face off. It comes with a little tongue.
It's a big tongue.
It is, well, yeah, big tongue. And then this looks like a little tongue for when it's just sticking out of his mouth a little bit. Looks like it's the same little end there. So it's just sort of just slightly sticking out of his mouth. Okay, so let's look him over a little bit. This is kind of how he came in the package, but usually these things are squatted down, not standing up like a person. So I have to get him in more of a liquor-like pose in a second here. Just want to look at the figure. Just like in the game, they don't have any skin, or at least not much. So I think like maybe this white, yellowish stuff is a little bit of skin, but mostly just the muscles are showing. It's pretty freaky. And the brain, obviously. But you can see they got that muscle detail in there.
I always really like their shoulder blades and spines sticking out.
Yeah, they're like a separate piece too, so they can move around for different poses, so that's cool. The spine's really nice. Their spine and ribs goes down to this little tiny pointy little tail. The hands, kind of a quick jump from that color to that color. It'd be nice if there was something a little different there, but it might not matter once they're in the pose. There you can see where you stick the tongues in. Try the little tongue first. There it is. But definitely not going to be using this one. I'm going to want the big tongue in there.
That's nice that they included it though.
Yeah. Especially if you have multiple of it. If you have a bunch of them, you might want some with just sticking out a little bit. Now we gotta get this tongue in there. Now he looks like a liquor. Ready to lick something. These guys were freaky when they showed up in the game. Crawling across the ceiling and stuff. So there we got them in a crawling pose. Because that's what these guys do. They don't really walk like people. They mostly crawl across the floor, across the ceiling and the walls. But he looks much more like a liquor should be when he's down on all fours like this. That's a freaky thing. It doesn't even appear in the movie too. At least one of the Resident Evil movies. There's probably more of them. Yeah, that's pretty freaky. I don't have the NECA one anymore. Actually, I don't think I ever, for some reason, I don't think I ever got the NECA one. I'm not sure why. I got most of the other ones, but just never got the liquor. And there he is in a more crouched pose, ready to slash with his hand. This is one thing that's nice about this figure is the NECA one was stuck in a pose. I didn't have it, but I remember seeing it. Maybe that's why I didn't even get it. I don't know, but it was stuck in a crawling pose. But this one you can pose all around, so that's cool. However you want to do it. There's another pose. Looks like he's about ready to lunge at you, or maybe jump up on the ceiling or something. And here's another crawling pose where he's about to slash at you or get you with his tongue.
Here's the pose of him laying on the bed at the sleepover, having girl talk. You gotta kick your feet up in there. It's a rule.
Brian is so hot. Do you think he likes me? And there he is climbing up a wall. Or trying to. And there he's in a crouched down position. No tongue right now. Okay, now we can do articulation. But the tongue is just, it's flexible, but it's not it doesn't have a bendy wire in it. So you can't really pose the tongue. You can spin it around in the mouth. And then the mouth opens and closes. And then there's a hinge at the top of the neck. You can spin around. And the bottom of the neck can move around too there. You just show the shoulder blades can move around. And then at the shoulder, go like that. Go out like that. You can spin there. And then there's a joint there. And you can spin, I think. Yeah, spin there. Then at the wrist. Then the torso. Oop. These can pop off, but they go back on. Then it's the hips. Do that. Lots of movement there.
There's some childbearing hips.
Yeah. Double jointed knees. And down at the ankle. Spin. So he's got a lot of articulation. It's one thing that the NECA one is lacking. So there's the liquor next to a couple NECA Resident Evil figures. We got Jill, Chris, and Leon. And Leon actually fought the liquors in Resident Evil 2. But one thing that's annoying about the NECA figures is you can't pose the legs, so they just want to fall over. And then Jill, her arms look goofy unless you do this. They kind of have to be up like that. So that's one thing that's not too good about those figures.
Her weapon.
Yeah. But the liquor can do all kinds of poses. So
it's going to be really hard for them to fight him when they can't move, and he can.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh, that's gross.
Hey, you stop that! In Resident Evil 1, you had the hunters, which is these guys. And Resident Evil 2, these kind of like took their place. They were kind of like the pretty dangerous character you got to fight often that could kill you pretty quickly if you're not careful. So it's cool seeing them together. And there he is next to just a zombie. This is I think the Crimson Head zombie. Once they come back after you killed them earlier, they come back red and with claws, and they're harder to kill.
I'm pretty sure that guy's name's Fred.
Oh, no, Fred.
He looks like a Fred.
Boy, you had some name before you died, so might have been Fred. And there's a liquor next to Tyrant from the first Resident Evil. Once again, he has limited leg articulation, which makes it hard to stand him. That's why he's in this weird leg position, because he falls over if you try to make him stand normal. And there's the liquor next to Ada Wong, who actually was in Resident Evil 2. And Wesker! Wesker! The Wesker's not NECA though, I think it's Palisades or however you say that name. So, this figure's pretty cool with his articulation and everything. Posing him around and get him in some creepy poses. I like the big long tongue. I really like the way the brain looks. We were saying I think the paint is too red.
It should be a little bit more of like a subdued red.
Yeah, just a little bit maybe.
But it still looks cool. It's just
yeah. It's really cool with the when you get him in different poses and you got different hands and different tongue options. It would be nice if the tongue was a bendy wire, bendable tongue. But still, at least you could spin it around, so that's cool. And I do like the shoulder blades. It's a funny little thing. I just like that you can move these around.
Well, it's good for posing too, because it's a figure that seems like really should be able to move them around a lot, because they move so weirdly.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a real creepy creature. Yeah, it's a pretty decent figure. And it's cool that I got one now, because I never had a liquor figure. I don't know why. I should have. Well, I think I may have had one of the old ones before NECA. They're real small. But yeah, this one's pretty decent. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. And I'm gonna thanks for watching, goodbye. Oh no, don't come any closer, whatever you are.
Do not be afraid, gentle sir. We will protect you.
Huh?
Come to Venom, you little skinned freak. Let's finish this. Oh. Whoa. What?
What the hell? What the hell is going on?